it is. Bye, boo. I'm just sorting out this. Yeah. Happy New Year! Happy 2018. Sounds so weird saying that. It's like, it was just like yesterday when it was like 2016 going on to 2017, and now it's like 2018. Before you know it, I'm going to be wrinkly and old. You're not old until you're 100. One day I'm going to be that long, because I want me letter from the royal family. Okay, so I thought we'd do a little video on reminiscing on 2017 and talk about how if I accomplished my New Year's resolutions from last year, and I'm going to talk about my things I'm looking forward to this year and my New Year's resolutions for this year. Is this close? No, I'm sorry, OCD was kicking in there. Right, yeah, so last year, like, it's weird because every year from, like, since I was little, my mum's always says, this is going to be your year, Shannon. This is going to be your year. And she'll go, it's your year. Last year she said, this is going to be your year. And it was my year. So now, this year, she just says, well, this year, you need to make it better than last year. So that's what I intend to do. Even though it's probably impossible because it's like the highlight of my life. Like, that year was like the best year of my life, really. I accomplished so much and I achieved so much in such little time. Like, it's like amazing. So the things that I'm reminiscing on is obviously I went Esther with Esther. I always want to say Esper because it's spelled Esper, but it's pronounced Esther. Sorry. So yeah, and it was just an amazing experience. And I know it was only like a 3-day thing, but in them 3 days, I feel as if I've changed. And that's how, like, I feel like I went there as one person and left as a new person. And all I wanted to do was grow in my faith and grow as a person and just be a nice person. I mean, I was never a nasty person anyways, but I was quite immature person. So I thought I'd left there and I was like, I've been like a GB leader for, I want to say, 2 years, maybe a year and a half before I went to Esther. And when I left, I just remember being like, I want to be a better leader. I want to be someone that people can be inspired by and someone to look up to, someone that can always go for advice off. Does that make sense? And yeah. So hopefully, in the short length of time since March, I hope I've like done that. I hope I've achieved that. And other than Esther, my little trip to Ghana, that was like the best thing. That definitely changed me as a person. I changed from Esther, but like Ghana was like the last step of my transformation. Honestly, it was just like, it was amazing. I learned so much. And the thing that I loved most about it was the fact that out of the whole, like, of the UK, the whole of the UK, there's a lot of GB companies in the UK. To be one of 12 people to be selected to go and represent their country, it's quite amazing. And like, I didn't realise that it was such an achievement, but it is. And it was just like, it's like something you need to be proud of. And when I went there and I met loads of different girls' brigades from around the world, and it was just amazing to be inspired by so many strong women and learn about how their struggles in their country. And you take so much for granted. It's ridiculous. It's like, as obviously I've mentioned this, but one of the ladies, Ruth, I absolutely adore. She's just like this strong, amazing woman. And I had the pleasure to interview her for a GB challenge. And I interviewed her, and it was just like, I remember her saying that a lot of women in Nigeria, because that's where she was from, have to deal with a lot, and we are working on like breaking stereotypes and gender equality and stuff like that. But she says that women aren't allowed to drive a car until they're married, and only if their husband give their permission to drive. That's just crazy to me. It baffles us. It just baffles us. It's just like when she told us that, and I was in the interview, so I couldn't be like, what? But I was like, because we never spoke before the interview, so basically it was just like I asked the questions, she answered it, and it was like something that just happened there and then, and I was just like, oh, but she's so amazing, and all the women, there was loads and loads of amazing women from Nigeria and Ghana and stuff like that, and I met women from Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, Scotland, and Trinidad, Cayman Islands, and it's just like I was sitting in a room with all these inspirational women, and each one of us were different in so many ways, like personality wise, things that we like. But the thing that brought us together was Girls Grade, and the things that brought us together was our religion. And it was just so fascinating because even though we had the same religion, we have different takes on it and different things on, like, I see that Africans more stricter in their religion than what we are, and I'm not going to get into too much of that, but it was just so fascinating, and the lives that they live, and it was just amazing. Like, it was just amazing that to just hear and just sit there. Just like, I'm usually the person that does the talking, but it was just nice to just sit there and listen and just hear their stories, because it was just incredible, amazing. It was an amazing experience. And it was only a week, and I wish it went on longer. And I pray that one day I can be reunited with all them amazing women. Here's to the next gathering. When will it be? 2020, I think it is. Don't know where it is. Rumours that it's going to be in the Bahamas, but hopefully it is. I'll be jumping to the chance if it was in the Bahamas. I'll be like, whoa, I'm going, right? But no, that was just like a rumour. I mean, Bahamas, if you're watching and you want to host the gathering, go on. I'm not going to be like, oh, I want to host. You go host it so I can come to the Bahamas. Yeah, and obviously after that I did my volunteering, and it was just it's just like these kids. I wanted to be there to go to to be as a teacher, but I went as a learner, and I didn't really expect it. And I learned so much of these little kids, and it's just like they didn't have hardly any clothes. They wore the same shirt for the 2 weeks I was there. Maybe changed it once. The school was basically like a farm yard, basically. The houses full of mud huts, and they had like 20 family members in that house. And when they were talking about food, they were like so interested, and I was like, do I want to be bragging about the food that we have? And so I was telling them about different foods like burgers, minced dumplings, and steak and stuff like that. And they were like, what? Ugh, no. And they were just happy with chicken and rice. They were just happy with chicken and rice or stew or fish. And it's just like, it was just like, I'm like, wow. And they are the happiest children ever. I've never seen children so happy over a little tub of balloons. The bubbles, sorry. I've never seen children like a football. Like, as soon as the football came out, the whole village came out, and it was just one of the experiences. It's just like, I say, if you're watching this and you've always thought, oh, maybe I would like to volunteer, do it. Just do it. It's just like, it's one of the bestest experiences ever, and you take so much from it, and you learn so much from it, and you take so much from it, and it's just like you don't realise what you take for granted. And they're just the happiest people I've ever met, and they have like nothing compared to what I've got, and they are happy. They are so happy, and it's just like all they need is their family and friends, and it's just like the richest things that they have is their faith, and it's just like it's just I don't know. It makes you lost for words, and if once you're there and you witness it, it's like I don't know. It makes you all emotional. But when I was sitting there in my first day of going there, obviously you saw the video, and when them kids came up to greet us, and they were grabbing our hands, we were strangers, they don't know who we were. They were grabbing our hands, they were hugging us, they were so fascinated that we were white, and they were fascinated that I had a bit of like arm hair, because not a lot of the girls had arm hair, and I don't really think African females have hair off the sun, I'm guessing, but and obviously they were just fascinated, and you saw that video with that girl just like playing with my arm and rubbing it and stuff like that, and it was just like, and we were just so fascinated, and I was just fascinated with this little girl, fascinated with my hand and my arm, and I'm going. But I think it's also because I'm quite big as well, and they were like amazed. It was like I don't know, like I'm quite big, and they were like amazed by it, and they were like, Miss, you're quite big, but and I'm going, I know, wow. And the best thing was, I was trying to tell them my name, which is Shannon, and they thought it was Shiny. Oh, it was just the cutest thing though. So now they were calling me for the 2 weeks that I was saying, Madam Shiny. Oh, it was the cutest thing. But Sam and Hannah were a bit confused, and they were like, why are they calling you Shiny? And I was going, they can't see Shannon. They have to say Shiny. They got Boydie, right? They got Boydie to a T, but Shannon, they just couldn't say it. But honestly, that's a memory that I'll always keep. Them kids coming up to us and calling us Madam Shiny. Cute. Adorable. It's just like, oh. But obviously, I've already talked a lot about that. So, yes, definitely a highlight. What else? Oh! I got asked to join ESTA 2018 team. And that is magic. I mean, I was so honoured to do that. And I was like, yes, I want to do it. Yep. And I was like, yep. Jumped at the opportunity for it. I have to sit sideways because my leg's gone dead. Right. So, yes. And I went to training. Honestly, October I went to training, just talked about it and be like what I have to do and stuff like that. That's one of the things I'll be looking forward to in 2017. I forgot my New Year's resolutions for 2017. Not gonna lie, I think it was something about growing in faith and something about Ghana. I think it was something to do with achieving stage fright. Still haven't really done that because I've never really had the opportunity to do it. Yes, I did musical, my first ever proper show, I want to say. Don't want to be insulting because I have been in shows with my church, but proper show. People paid actual money for it. They did pay for it at the church. But, I don't know what I'm saying. It was just a proper stage. Well, the stage was proper in the church. I don't know. Proper costumes then. That was exciting. I'd just be to me it was a proper show. I'm sorry if that it's insulting to anyone that goes to church and who is in the drama group at church. You two do an amazing job. I'm not insulting anyway. I'm just saying, show a Christian organised show, a musical theatre company run show. That is what I'm trying to say. If that makes any sense. Right. Yes. So I'm looking forward to that in this year because we're doing Godspell, which I want to audition for. Whether to see if I have talent enough to do it, but maybe I might get the role. I'm not going to tell you what role I'm going to audition for, what role I want, because maybe I mightn't get it. So, no, my luck, it'll be like, oh, when the list goes up with, no. Oh, I never got the part one. Oh, I never got my second choice. Never got my third choice. What am I? Oh, hot dog seller. That'll be me. Yeah. So yeah. I've forgotten what my New Year's resolutions are. It probably is growing in faith, which I have done. Probably growing in confidence, which I have done. This year, I don't really want to make a resolution. One thing, tidiness. I definitely need to be more organised. I tidied my room, if you can't tell. Tidied my desk and that. And found £60. Gonna tidy more often. Maybe your New Year's resolution is when you're ordering something, make sure you read the details of what you're actually ordering, or you'll end up with this, right? For my sister, wait for it. For my sister, she asked for a bag, a backpack specifically, a backpack with flowers on. So what I did, I looked online. I went on all the proper websites like New Look and Boohoo, ASOS, whatever you call it. And sorry, I've had a cold, so that's why I sound a bit like a vacuum cleaner, right? So it's like none of them have it. I'll have to just type in pretty backpack with flowers on. So I clicked and I was like, oh, that's quite nice. Realised it came from America. Didn't realise that. Came yesterday. Christmas is all then done with. So I had to order another bag anyways, because this one wasn't going to come. And the bag I got her had studs on. It didn't have flowers on, but she said she liked it. But this bag, it came, a backpack, came in this bag, in this box, a backpack. I was a little worried. I was a little worried when I first got that box. This is the backpack. That's a backpack. It's like I know I'm quite a giant, but I weigh. It's tiny. Sending that back. Hey. So Amber, that was the original thing you were going to get. It actually looks quite a fair size. In real life, it's tiny, right? It's like a purse. Oh, I need a drink. Hey, highlight. Thank you to my darling cousin, Andrew, and his gorgeous fiancée for getting me this cup. If you're watching it, probably not. Family love. But, yeah. I think it's starting to get a tradition now. Because last year, you got me an Eato cup. This year, you got us a Winnie the Pooh one. Next year, but who knows? I mean, I'm sorry now, but if you are watching this, hopefully you are, because I am family. If you don't get me like a Winnie the Pooh related cup, I might be devastated. I was quite excited. I was like, oh my god, it's tradition. Oh, I slurped. Sorry, not really slurp it. But yes, there is so much. So, organisation, definitely. Apart from that, I don't really have any. Just organisation, to be more organised. I think that's what it is. But obviously I've got maybe I mightn't say that what coming up. What's coming up this month. I keep that as a surprise. So yeah, I've got Esther next month. I've got the Godspell in June. Camp Northampton. I'm going to Cyprus in April. But who knows what other special events will come up in the meantime. So yeah, tell me down below your highlights of last year and what you're looking forward to, if you accomplished your resolutions for last year, what your New Year's resolutions are for this year. I hope you had fun watching this video, even though the last 10 minutes, the first 10 minutes were quite useful. The last 10, all you saw was a little tiny bag. But hey, that's how it crumbles sometimes. So yeah, don't be dumb, click that fun BGMs and share with your friends, and I shall see you next time. Don't know when next time will be, because it's been like 3 weeks since I've uploaded the last video. Bye.